Why they be giving away houses for free? Part 4. Today I got a house in the contract. It wasn't for free. It was for like 1,350. Um, but it still applies. It still applies on the free side because it's still low. And the same person gave me a house for $1. Technically, it was free because I got the $1 back. All right, let's get it. This is how to get what you want from what I did in my day in 10 minutes, aka quick flipper confessions. Did I say 10 minutes? Yes, I have been drinking. And I will be drinking some more on the show. It won't be 10 minutes. You know that if you are a regular. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
I'm out of smoke, so I got to drink. Yeah, I'm like all the way out. All right, so look, my day. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. My schedule. I know the main. I'm looking on my schedule on my calendar. I think it's important, very important to have a calendar. All right, so my main thing. You know what? I didn't even really look at my calendar. I guess that's why it's confessions, because I was supposed to look at this. I would have missed it anyway. It was an auction today at the tax building, and from 10 to 11, didn't go to that. And there was an auction from 12 to 1, didn't go to that. Only thing on my mind was getting this contract signed, because I knew that yesterday that she told me that everything was A-okay about getting it signed. I want to say I woke up like 8-ish, something like that. Woke up feeling good. Listen to good audio. That's what I do on the daily in the morning, right when I get up. Shout out to Justin. What's going on? I see you popped on real quick. But yeah, so I'm always listening to good audio, trying to increase the size of my head, my peanut head. All right, so my main objective was to go ahead and get this mug signed today, and that's what happened. So let's get right to it. I'm trying to think how I want to describe this. I'm actually writing this part in my book, so don't want to read it. Like in book form, it's like pieced out. Where is my and I've been drinking. It's Friday. You ain't never seen me drink on the show, but yeah, I drink every now and then. I'm like a social drinker. After this show, I'm about to go and do a fire pit. I clean up my yard. I'm gonna go out there and get a fire started and drink some more and got some s'mores, and I'm just gonna chill and relax. All right, I'm looking at my notes. How you feeling tonight? Go ahead and let me know in the comment section how your day went. All right, let me see. This is why I don't drink, because I'm like trying to find this shit. All right, let me see. All right. So today is May the 3rd, 2019. Met with the seller to put the house under contract for $1,350. I did find out that there's a water bill attached to the house while we're sitting there. We agreed to split it 2/3. She pays the 2/3, and I pay 1/3, which is like $277. Which don't mean shit. I'm still not paying it. I'm gonna throw that payment onto the buyer, but I'm gonna get him whoever, him or her. It's usually a him. The people I sell to flip to, it's usually him. S'mores. But like I never have to come out of pocket for shit. Like never. When I quick flip them, never. But you know what? I was thinking about keeping this house, and I still might. I'm on the fence. I was thinking about that earlier when I was doing some yard work, about 7 or 8-ish. I didn't get that far on my day yet. But let's talk about when I got there. And I got a feeling I'm not gonna go into the kind of detail I will in my book. I know I'm not going to go into, because like when you write a book, certain kind of books you got to get real descriptive and paint pictures and colors and make the light glimmer and in your wordage. And so that's what I'm kind of doing on this, because this is my journal, but I write it in book form when I know I'm going to write it, keep certain portions for the book. If not, I just leave clip notes. So this is like half clip notes, half book form. All right, let me see, but it's not put together well at all. I kind of been like rushing, trying to get on this show to put it together. But basically, what happened was I met her. I was on time. I was like 2 minutes early. Yep, I said I was on time for once because I know I'll be late all the time. But when it comes to certain stuff, I make sure I'm on time. Like signing contracts and stuff that's important, really important. I will go the extra mile to be on time. But everything else seems like it's a challenge for me to be on time. And I guess that's my confession for today, since this is a confessional. All right, so I pulled up, parked as close as I could to the front entrance. This is like book form. Of the nursing home. The place was big. I mean, I know it was big, but I never really observed the enormity of the building before. What's going on, Shan? I see you. The place was like a college campus for old people without the books. It's about 10:58 a.m. A notification went off on my personal cell phone. It was this phone in my pocket. I put the phone in my pocket and I looked at the smoggy, wet pavement. I feel good today. I thought to myself, today is a beautiful day. Now, I'll be thinking that even like the days that people may are like, what are you talking about? It's beautiful. It's cloudy. It's rainy. Today was gloomy today, like to normal people. But I felt so good. I don't know. I think it's just a transformation of being on this journey of being a quick flipper, where I started from, coming from nothing, just being grateful that I'm alive and able to observe, because we ain't gonna be here forever. We got about 80 summers till we out of here. So it's like appreciate every moment of the day and just love every breath that you take. So it's like I be having that kind of mentality all the time now. I don't know if it's been from me diving into being in the vortex. I don't know if you ever did a Google search on being in the vortex or talking to Abraham. Not talking with Abraham, but it's I've been drinking. It's this entity whose name is Abraham that speaks through somebody, and I know it sounds mystical and somebody say demonic, but it's like it's these spirits that talk through this lady. Somebody know what I'm talking about. What's going on, Shan? Somebody know what I'm talking about. But it's like Abraham. If you look up, damn, how can you find Abraham? It's this lady that freak. I'm gonna talk about that another day. But it's like I just got this sense of peace and gratefulness. And it's been like that for a while. And it's been even more present ever since my dad passed away. I just been feeling grateful for just being here, because I know we're not gonna be here forever. And our time on here on earth is short. And I feel like I'm going on a tangent, but I will say one more thing. If you think about it, like the galaxy and the universe is like billions of years old, and we'll never even see 1,000,000 of that. We'll never even see 200 years of that. We'll see 100 if we lucky. The lady that we met with, that I'm actually getting her dad's house, he's turns 99 years of age. He's 99 years old. So, and he's on his way out. I'm trying to say that in a nice way. And that's why this opportunity becomes available. That's how we get these houses. And it sounds cruel, but it's true. It's a factual thing, and it's going to happen to all of us. At one point in time, our kids or somebody related to us, if we own property, they're going to be selling our property because it's going to go through a process called probate. And or if you give the person that's the successor, your power of attorney, and you're somewhere in a nursing home, ending out the rest of your golden years, that house needs to be liquidated, and that's what's going on with this particular house. So that's the answer to the question: why do they be giving away these houses for free? I was meeting with her at the nursing home. She moved from Chicago to be closer with her mother and father. She's the last of her brothers and sisters. She has the power of attorney for her mother, and I flipped her mother's house recently. That's the house I got for $1. It's a decent house. I almost kept it. It had some pretty bad mold from the roof, from some roof damage, a bad roof job towards the back of the house. Other than that, that house was just as dope as the house I got for $5,000 not that long ago. It was just as dope. Other than that roof damage, that it leaked into this back room. It was nice. I almost kept that one, but I ended up flipping it real quick. Turned $1 into $5,500, like real quick, 30 days or less. All right, so she gave me that house because her mother is in the same nursing home as her father, and it's crazy. It's crazy because her mother and father are not together, and the house is what's even crazy. I was thinking about this last night. Alexa, stop. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes. I gotta drink this because I can't smoke now. I'm out of juice. Smoke juice.
Drink timer, 10 minutes, starting now.
You funny. Hey, she be having a sense of humor, man. Did you hear what she said? She said drink timer. Yes, I'm drinking. Smart ass. All right, check it. So basically, both her mother and her father are in the same nursing home. I'm pretty sure she had something to do with that. But what's crazy is I was thinking about this last night when I was typing up the paperwork because she had called me and said that everything I went through. I have been this house that I'm talking about now for $1,350. I thought it was gonna be $1,300 even, but it don't matter. It's only $50 difference. I had knew about this house over a year ago, and I knew about this house before her mother's house that I already flipped. See, her dad had to end up getting he didn't do his money right. He like a lot of our parents, my dad included, he was upside down. This kind of getting too personal, but yeah, this is getting real. But I mean, it's the real. I wish that we could talk more so openly and honestly about our finances, but I know in a lot of households that's taboo to talk about money. Like hey, how much money you making at your job? And people don't want to tell you. But I feel like if we were more open and honest about the numbers that we make, we would grow as people. Because I be feeling like they be keeping us trapped, and I'm kind of going on a rant, a tangent, real quick. But I be feeling like they be keeping us trapped because we don't be open and honest and talk about this shit in open platforms. Like, what, you only getting $10 an hour? I'm over here getting $15 an hour. I mean, that's that employee mindset, but still, like, talk about it. What, you got a interest rate of 7%? How you get that, bro? I'm getting 9%. I mean, that 9%, I got two. That makes a difference in thousands of dollars that you pay on a mortgage. Just little stuff like that. Talking about money has been taboo all these years. Because I noticed when I talk to people about how much they make, they don't want to tell me. Like, dude, like, why not? It's just money, and then I might be able to point you in the right direction, or I might learn something that I didn't know before. But I don't know. I digress. All right, so let's get back to the story because I done already wasted about 10 minutes. So we end up. I'm in there, and we talking. And my burning question, because I had this question last night when I was filling out the paperwork. I got this paperwork spreadsheet. I make it quick to where I just punch in the numbers. I type in the numbers, like input the numbers. I got the regular contract, and I just input the numbers, so it looked professional. So I got the address, it's typed up. I got the name of the seller typed up, and then I just hit print, and I print it out. But I left the price blank because I wasn't sure. I knew it was around $1,300, but I didn't want to make it concrete and put it on I made that so I could just pin it in when I seen her, because I really didn't know. And we talked about that when she finally got there, because she was a little bit late. I think she's like 15 minutes late because she lives in there with her parents, but she moving out. But that's a whole nother story why she's moving. But she lives in there in that community. It's like a big university. The place is huge. I know they caking. She said her freaking rent was, you know what? I'm not gonna tell her personal information, but her rent was high. But she's moving out because they was having a lot of complicated. Like she was having ant problems. She's paying like double what you would expect to pay for rent. I'm gonna put it like that. And she's having like all kind of problems with maintenance and ants and all type of stuff. And she's just gonna save her money and move somewhere. She just fed up. But I guess her parents is cool because she's gonna keep her parents there. But we was talking about that, and I guess that's my point. It's about, this is a people business, and I constantly mention that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, right? Okay, it tells you that to talk to people and how to talk to people. And so I was talking to her, and that is like direct reflection of what I'm talking about when it comes to reading that book. Like, you got to know how to talk to people. After she signed the contract, and by the way, she has power of attorney. I don't know if you know what POA, power of attorney, means. It means she has the power to sign for her parents because they're in a nursing home, and her mom is actually going senile or has dementia, losing her memory, and she flips out sometimes. But she has the power to sign off real estate and sign for her parents. So we don't need her parents to sign, even though the house is in both her parents' name. We didn't need her mother to sign the paperwork. But her mother and her father are on the house on her dad's house. But that's what we was talking about. Our appointment, she was late probably about 15 minutes, but our appointment was at 11 a.m. I did not leave from our meeting to like 2 or 3. That's how long we talked and how good of a conversation we had. And that's I want to bring you to a point, and we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna go through a little training session towards the end of this towards the end in a minute. I'm gonna go towards the training session and teach you something that I share with the people inside the Quick Flipper training program, like the other Quick Flippers. All right, so probably shouldn't have been doing it when I've been drinking, and I never do this. Like, this is the first. I'm just letting you know this is the first that I drink on the job like this. All right, so yeah, we was having good conversation about I just really wanted to know, how was it that her parents got a divorce and had a house on the same street? This house is right down the street. Her dad's house that I'm flipping, I might keep it. I was on the fence. Is right down the street from where her mother moved at. Yeah, that's right. What's going on, Shaniqua Hill? I see you. And yeah, Justin, I see you. That's right. Yep. Especially if the Black community, because trust, and when I say people of the other color, white included, are teaching. Yep. I feel you. All right, so yes, her mother and her father lived on the same street while she was growing up. And she was telling me, this is a little personal on her side, but I don't think it's too much. Her parents got separated, and it reminded me of how my parents got separated. I don't know if you know about my history or not, but you know, my mom, she and my dad got divorced when I was 7. My mom moved to California, never came back. And I would see her in the summertime, and you know, we skip a summer or two, or whatever. And this ain't to bash my mother or my father. I had a bad childhood. Yes, I forgive them. Yes, we figured my father has passed on, but I shared. My mother's still alive, but we still have the best relationship. But I share all this with her at the table. She shared with me first, though, like, and then I just felt obliged to just kind of tell her, you know, where I came from and why I'm in the real estate and how I came to be in a position to help her with this situation. And that's what this business is about for me. And I will hope that it'd be about that for you. I know it's about getting to the money, and that's probably why you started. And that's why I started. Can I be honest? I was bitter. Like, if you know my story, I was bitter. My dad had kicked me out. I was homeless. I was living in my car. I told her that. I told her that because she was sharing so much with me because I had a question about why how was it that your mom moved out of the house and took the kids with her, but moved down the street, like on the same street. You could walk to the other house. And she was telling me that her dad didn't even know where they was at, and they were right down the street. That's crazy to me. And how her dad, she went to go live with her mom, and sometimes she would visit her dad, but her dad ended up, dang, is this too much to talk? We gonna just keep this between us, okay? I know this is on freaking social media and anybody can see, but just pretend like we just together, we talking in private. But you don't know who she is, and you don't know what house this is, so you would never connect the dot. But she was saying that her dad ended up getting with a woman that had 6 kids, and basically not disowning, but treated them kids. Alexa, stop. Treated them kids, them 6 kids, better than he did her and her siblings. And it was only two of his blood with her mom and him. And she was telling me how he was abusive to her, and that's where her mom left. And she just packed up all her stuff and didn't even give a warning and just said, I'm out, and took the kids with her. And I don't know, it just made me reflect on my childhood. And I'm telling you, we end up kicking it from like 11:15 to like 3 p.m. She treated me to lunch. It was like cafeteria area inside the little nursing home, and she lived there, so she got a credit on lunch. She got about $300. I think it was like $248 around that time credit, so she could eat all she want up until like $248 somewhere around there. So we went over there and I had some fish and whatever. And we was just talking. This is well after we signed the contract. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That How to Win Friends and Influence People really opened my mind up to talking to people, because there's 2 places you can. That's the wrong message. I was gonna say it's 2 places you can learn from: your mistakes and my mistakes. No, but it's only we get money and we get our lifestyle and whatever we want out of life, not from robots, but from other people. So the more we can get close to other people and form relationships with other people, the more people can know, like, and trust us in a quick fashion, a slow fashion, whatever, mainly quick. The quicker, especially in this business, and quick, when you quick flipping houses, you got to build rapport quick. You got to get people to like you and trust you quick. Like as soon as you pick up the phone, you got to know what to say. That's what I've been working on in the background throughout my day after this. And I hate that I'm talking so much, but it's pretty good information and for the right people. I know everybody ain't on this shit, this freedom lifestyle movement, flipping houses, quick flipping houses, whatever. But for the right person to listen to what I'm saying, and it's just my journey, and I'm just sharing with you what I'm learning as I'm going along. This shit is gold, yo. All right, so yeah, we sitting, we talking, conversing, and I found a lot of personal stuff about her. I told her a lot of personal stuff about me. We shared back and forth, and we got real intimate, like no sex, but we got real intimate over this cafeteria table, to where at the end of it, I could tell that I touched her because, I was telling her about, what happened between me and my dad. I told you about it, or I shared this story on a confessional a couple days ago. I forget the title of it. I like how I got started, I think was the title of that video. Just basically how, I just came from nothing, like came from being homeless, sleeping in my car, living in my car for a while, just get my way up off the street. Cause my dad kicked me out or whatever. And she asked me when I told her that, after she, had shared a little bit with me about her feelings towards, her and her dad and stuff. She asked me like, "Was you a bad kid?" And I was like, "No, I was not a bad kid." Like, I mean, I get that sometimes. Like, was you bad? Like, was you? No, it was not bad. I was cool. Like, and I was telling her like how, like she was telling me she had her grandma, you know what I'm saying? And she was still spending a lot of time with her grandma, and like her grandma was like her second mom. I was like, dude, man, I be feeling so jealous because I didn't have that. My grandmother passed away when I was young, and my other grandmother passed away on my mom's side before I was born. Like, I didn't have nobody to save me. And she was asking me, like, how was it that you turned out the way you turned out? And I was like, look, I had two choices. It's like, I don't even want to tell you this, for real, because, I'm thinking like she's supposed to be my client, but I'm just like, I'm gonna tell you, like, I was like, it's like either kill myself or be the best self possible, and I chose the latter, so that's why I'm here. I love helping people. I want to make a difference on this planet before I'm out, and that was my promise to myself, that I would make a dent, and for the better in this world, on this planet. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and it's crazy that it's like you start for the money, but it evolves into something different. Like, now I'm trying to make an impact. Like, it's, the money cool, but I want to make an impact now. I'm like on impact mode. All right, so yeah, but we share deep, and I didn't usually. I'm the one that go for the hug, but towards the end when we said, we was leaving and getting up, she hugged me, and that shit, I love that. Like, that's one of the things I like live for. Like, I love that intimacy, like non-sex, but that yeah, that emotion, like, and hearing other people's side and where they came from. She was breaking it down, where she came from, how she was feeling. Her dad. What touched me the most was her dad took on got with a lady that had 6 kids that was not his blood, and she was telling me how they call her dad, and I'm like, oh man, I feel that. And I'm not bashing on my mom when I say this. Like, the same thing happened in my childhood. Like, it's like, man, I'm like, my mom ended up getting remarried, and her husband had 2 kids with his previous wife, and they got to spend more time with my mom than I did. Do you know how that makes me feel? Like, I could feel where she was coming from. Like that shit hurt. And it's like the parents, they don't even understand how much that affects your children. Like, I would never do my child like that. Like, at least I don't think I would. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know what it was that my mom went through to feel like that was cool. She probably went through some stuff too to even leave me in a position like that. So it's like, I just try to forgive and look for yeah, I lean towards forgiveness. Because if I don't forgive for them, it's for me, so I can heal. So yeah, she was telling me about that, how his secondary family that's not even his blood, that he helped raise these kids, come visit her dad, and how it makes her feel. And I can understand. I'm like, dude, do you know? This got a TMI. Do you know my mom? I told her this. I was like, I'm looking at her over the table, like how we looking right now. I'm like, my mom? She would call me on the phone, because that's the kind of relationship we had. She moved to California when I was 9 and never came back. So she called me on the phone and said, "Do you know your brother is da 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 da?" I'm like, "My brother? Don't you know she's talking about a dog?" She got a new dog and she's calling the dog my brother. Do you know how that made me feel? Do you know how that made me feel? Like, don't be calling no dog that you adopted, no, a service dog. Don't be calling that my brother, yo. That hurt me pretty bad to have you, like, for one, call that my brother, and then 2, it's a fucking canine. Like, it's an animal. You calling an animal, and it's spending more time with you than I ever got. Do you know how much pain that is? Like it's like they don't understand it. So we was kind of vibing on that level. And I'm not saying that you should get that deep with your clients on everyone, but it's cool to be vulnerable sometimes. And I'm not saying that just to be like a ploy or a tactic. But it's a part of the game. Like it's not just all business. It gets personal with when it comes to real estate, because we're dealing with people here. We're dealing with people. So it's okay to let loose, kind of get your antennas out to know when that's cool and when it's not cool. But I'm telling you, the deeper you and your clients can connect on a personal level, the more that they'll know, like, and trust you and give you these great ass deals for like houses for free, or in this case, one for free and then one for 1,350. Like, it's because I'm forming a relationship with these people that are selling me these houses. To where like take for example, if you had a car for sale and you really didn't even want it no more, and the Kelly Blue Book value for it is $5,000, but you got somebody that you cool with and you kind of like, and you ain't hurting for the money. The Blue Book is 5,000, but you got somebody like that's maybe your friend, or you like, or you like. When you just give it to them for half off, you ain't hurting for the money. And that's kind of how it is with these houses. She don't really want the house. It's more pain to her than what it's worth. You're cool. You seem like a cool guy. I like you. Here, do you want the house? She was going to give me that house for free too. Let me tell you why it wasn't free. Because her dad was in a nursing home and didn't do right with his money. Medicare, Medicaid, I be getting them confused, took over payments to where he's at. So he's like in Medicare or Medicaid, but he owns this house. So what Medicare and Medicaid does, I think it's Medicare, don't quote me. What they do is they attach a lien, and that's what happens to this other house. I told you about that in previous videos. That's what happens to the other house. They attach a lien onto the house. It's like a mechanical lien. I don't know if you know about liens or not, but it's basically they attach a debt onto the house. Like, you cannot sell this house until you pay our debt off. That's what was going on. And so, and them debts get high quick. The freaking rent for his for the nursing home is like they paying $3,000 a month. That's like California. That's more than for like one room. That's California money. Yeah, my mom been living in California. She paid like about $2,000 for 1 or 2 bedroom. Last time I checked, it's high as hell. But it's more expensive in nursing homes. And her mom had money saved up. Her dad did not. So they attached that lien to the house. And her mom's reason why I just found that out today. The reason why I could get, even though I found out about her dad's house first, the reason why I could get her mother's house over her dad's house is because they attached a lien to her dad's house, and her mom had money, did right by her money. Her dad did not. Her dad was like a party dude. He didn't do right by his money. So when it came time towards the golden years of his life, he didn't have nothing. He didn't have nothing saved up. And so Medicare had to step in, and they put a lien to the house. On the other house, it was owned free and clear. Her mom did right by the money and had money saved up. So Medicare was not involved. And she's paying her room and board at the nursing home with saved up money, but it's running out. I did get to that. We did talk about that while we were sitting there talking or whatever for a couple hours. So that is, how to get what you want from what I did in my day, and like some like insiders tips on how you can get these houses for free is basically by building a connection, building a bond. That book, I don't know no other book that can open you up. I've read that book several times and will continue to read that book over and over and over because I need to stay fresh with. It's about time for me to go through it again, like for real. Because I just noticed when you read something, you only remember like 10%. Like if you just read it one time, if that, like 2-3% for real. All right, speaking of percentage, and let me take a swig of this. Man, I wish I had some vape. Vape is my vice, man. Let me tell you about and I know this mug is they've been getting kind of longer ever since I stopped calling it 10 minutes. Hold up 1 second though. But give me some hearts and some likes if you're getting value. Let me go to my screen. Let me go over here to the screen. Let me tell you the kind of people to deal with when it comes to flipping houses, okay? And you'll see that I was what kind of person I was talking to today, and who had gave me this house and gave me these 2 houses for free. It's 4 and we're gonna use the Apple analogy. All right, let's just pretend that's the Apple. All right. All right, these are apples, right? Shoot. I should have I did that shit wrong. Remind me not to drink no more. Remind me not to drink no more when I'm about to do a live. Remind me, please. Please remind me. All right. All right, here we go. You know what? I could do this. I got so many things open. Apple PNG. Freak, that ain't gonna work neither. Cause I need an apple that don't have no color to it. That's what I'm looking for. This one might work. So, and I'm a graphic artist by trade. Oops, man. I swear this is why I don't be drinking. I got shit popping up. Yeah, I'm not gonna drink no more before the show. Close. I got shit popping up everywhere. All right, look, I'm trying to show you this analogy on the kind of people to deal with. And this is like taking forever now. All right, hold on. You know what? I can grab it like this. Copy. Where I'm gonna put it at? You know what? Just for I could. Oh my God, are we serious right now? I want to put it right there. Yeah, let's just put it right here. All right. All right, and then copy. Copy. Yes, I'm a graphic artist. Copy. And we take all of those, shrink them down a little bit, just so they can all fit. All right, so we're gonna go red apple. Let me see. Oops, didn't do that right. All right. Oh my God. Vitalize layer. Vitalize layer. Vitalize layer. Yeah, this is taking way longer than I anticipated, man. This is taking like so long. All right. So let's say we got red apple, green apple. Green apple. We got a brown. This is gonna be a brown apple. And this is about quick flipping, y'all. Hold up. Hold up, man. Is it this one? Yeah. I gotta do this. Are you serious right now? There we go. All right. So this one's gonna be. Where the fuck is brown at? All right. Shit. Brown apple, and we're gonna keep this one black just for time's sake, and I think it'll go in well. All right, so look, these apples represent people, okay? They represent people, and they represent people these represent sellers specifically. All right. So this is how you want to treat these people. I'm gonna make that white just so you can see. You're gonna have 3% of people that need to sell a house. Percent. All right. All right. So you're gonna have 3% that need to sell a house. You're gonna have oops. Shit. All right, you're gonna have 12% that want to sell a house. You're gonna have 70%. Okay, it's acting up. I don't know if you hear that noise in the background. You're gonna have 70% that's just curious. Like tire kickers. Like I just seen how much he's gonna give me for the house. And then you're gonna have 15. All right, so we got 70 plus 85. So you're gonna have 15%. That should be 100% altogether total. You're gonna have 50% that's just crazy. And they just mad at the world. They just want, they just want to call you and harass you. What you gonna give me for this house? You ain't gonna talk me down. They just gonna annoy you, bug you, and be crazy. I'm gonna just let you know. These are the people the ones that need to sell are the ones we need to focus our time on. All right. And I'm gonna make this big right here. So 90% of our time need to be focused on these people. People that need to sell. We can spend most of our time. Notice I spent 3 hours with her today. She needs to sell. I don't mind spending the time with people who need to sell. All right. %10 of our time need to be focused on people who just want to sell. Yeah, I want to sell this. This how but I don't know if I want to sell it for, what the price you talking about. So that's 10% of our focus is on them. On these 12% of people. Now, what's that leave us? 0% on people that's curious. Don't focus on people that's curious. Okay. And of course, crazy. Ignore with an exclamation point. Because you're going to get people like try to piss you off, cut you out, whatever. I ain't really had too many people cuss me out, but I had people try to piss me off or just say something out the way. Like, I'm not selling you. I'm not giving this house away. Ignore the fuck out of them, okay? People that's curious, tire kicking. I'm just curious to see what you give me for this house. I want retail. I'm just curious to see what what you'll offer. Ignore the fuck out of them too. People that want to sell, give them about 10%. And keep them on a follow-up list. And people that need to sell, give them all your time. Spend a day with them, eat lunch with them, get to know, bare your soul with them, get in there good, get them to know, like, and trust you. Does this make sense? Does this make sense to you? Put that in the comment section. I just gave you some training, man. Let me know if you got some value. But that's who we focus on. It's quick flippers, okay? All right. Does that make sense? All right, so let me get back to this other screen, and then I'm about to go get to some s'mores. I'm about to go light a fire at 12 o'clock in the morning, 12:30 to be exact. Yes. All right, so yeah, just want to break that down to you real quick, man. Break that down to you because it's not really taught in a public setting like that. All right, so yeah, so that's pretty much how my days went. I studied after I studied a little bit after I made. What else I do? I didn't really write it down too much. I was writing towards the book later on. I think that's why I got on here late, because I was still writing the book, like in book form, getting real descriptive on what went down and the conversation we had at that table. Around 8 p.m. I was studying, man. And yeah, and it's been long enough, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. Stay focused. I forgot. If you need, let me know what you learned in the comment section. Somewhere in the comment section, let me know if you learned something today. If you learned something on this program, say that. If you learned something off the program, say that. Just tell me what you learned. We learners around here, okay? All right, and if you want to buy a few minutes of my time for quick flipper mentorship, I can definitely point you in the right direction. Just like, share. I appreciate the like, share, and hit me in my inbox. There is payment involved. My time is valuable, but I'm definitely can make you more money. I'm confident I can make you more money than you would ever give me. I'm confident in that. All right, so it just be an investment. All right, so yeah, and let you know, people hit me up all the time, so my day does fill up quick, and my lifestyle. I tell you every day what I'm doing. I stay busy, and I do not know how much longer I will be offering this, but hit me up so I can definitely point you in the right direction. All right, of course, like, share on Facebook, like, share, subscribe on YouTube, hit that bell for notifications when something new pop up. And as always, I'm Nykel. DeShawn, helping you flip more houses. Stay focused, learn something all the time, and take action. Yeah. Ow! Damn, this was a long one. I ain't gonna drink no more. Fuck that. Well, not on the show, because I'm about to go tear some shit up in the backyard on the fire pit. Yeah.